Good afternoon all. It is actually close to 4 o'clock today. It's 1 minute past 4 on April the 23rd, 2020, right? Welcome to part 28 of Talking Bollocks. Yeah, what have I been up to? Well, after my massive ranty sulk day yesterday, after I spoke to you guys, I had a nice dinner. Then I did a Zoom chat with my book group, which was really cool. It was really nice to see them. And it seems good that we can at least talk on Zoom, right? It does feel a little bit like Groundhog Day every day at the moment. But I do feel much better today. I think it's gonna piss me off every time I say no to somebody that needs help. And why wouldn't it piss me off? But, you know, it's alright. I'm managing it today. Myself and the youngest are continuing with our Suburi Challenge. And Suburi means practice cuts. And today it's 700. I mean, 500 was a push yesterday. So 700 is really going to be a push. But I did notice that when I got about 150 in, and my arms started to hurt, rather than panic about them hurting, I just accepted that they were hurting, and it allowed me to, I don't know why my voice sounds funny, it allowed me to relax into it and just do it. And by accepting it was hurting, and it was going to hurt, and it was going to hurt afterwards. My shoulders and my back are a little bit sore today, and plus it seems to affect my hip, so I will probably move less with the next 700 cuts. But once I accepted that there was going to be some pain from, you know, swinging a wooden sword through the air 500 times, then I just got on with it. And in fact, what I did do is I tried to just concentrate on making each cut count, which is really difficult when you're doing something 500 times, right? But it made me think about all of this that's going on now, that how much it is sucking in some ways, and for other people it's nice, you know, they're getting time at home. And for a lot of people it's very odd, because we're used to timetabling our day around leaving the house. Not that we're probably still not doing that at the moment, but we're used to timetabling our days around going to work or activities. We don't have that right now, at least. I mean, I've tried to put a little bit of timetable in because I do think it helps me, but that's a very loose sort of timetable. But once I accepted that what was going to happen, which was the pain was going to increase with the practice cuts that I was doing, it seemed to make it better, and it seemed to stop my brain from thinking about the pain that was coming from doing the practice cuts, and I just got on with them, right? And I think that's probably the way with lots of things. Sometimes we have to accept what we can't change, and I don't mean accept it blindly and without realising that there are causes and effects, but yeah, it was an interesting thing. Part of me is dreading the 700 cuts later on, and part of me is quite looking forward to them, and then looking forward to them getting them over and done with, because it is quite different doing something. And obviously a few years ago I never thought I'd be stood in my garden cutting a wooden sword through the air and making each cut count. I didn't do a guitar lesson yesterday. I just chilled the fuck out a little bit and just sort of tried not to wrap my head around that I should be doing something when I was feeling so shit. And actually I think that helped. I watched a lot more Downton Abbey, and I've noticed, I asked the youngest to do something earlier, and it literally sounded like the Dowager Duchess asking one of her family members to do something. So I think it's rubbing off, and I quite like I quite like the way that in it they put people down. They sort of make a critique, but they don't make it sound like a critique. And I think that's probably quite a skill. It's a skill that I would like to have. Unfortunately, I think I'm far too blunt and open-minded, and also I don't want to hurt people's feelings. But the Maggie Smith, who plays Lady Grantham Senior, is just such an amazing actress. Just the way that she does do this critique of people without actually critiquing them, it's amazing, and just such an amazing piece of writing as well as acting, both parts. I of course now that takes me on to what else I wanted to talk to. Is I've been sort of mentally compiling a list of places that I want to go to when we're allowed to go to places, and some of them are places that I already wanted to go to, and some of them I've just been reminded of them sort of while sitting at home. So I want to. Some years ago we did some mudlarking on the banks of Greenwich Shore, and that was really good. I'd like to do some mudlarking again, and I know there's rules and stuff around it, so I probably might do it with somebody that knows how to do it. There's a Buddhist temple in Wimbledon, and I'm not even going to try and say its name because I won't do it any justice, and I'd like to go and see that. So that's 2. I'd like to go and see Eltham Palace. Never been, and really would like to do that. And I also now want to go and see Highclere Castle, where Downton Abbey is filmed. Also, I did notice actually yesterday, a lot of the railway scenes are filmed at Bluebell Railway. So I won't add that to my list because I kind of go to Bluebell Railway at least once a year anyway. I really want to go to the British Museum and have a bit more of a look around. Usually I go for one thing, but I want to try and plan it so I can spend a day there. And what was the other thing? There's something else. Oh, it'll come to me. But I mean, it is lovely exploring even near to you. There are places. Oh, that was it. Crystal Palace. Where the old station used to be is an underground. They have a market there, and I've not been able to make. But the market itself is set in this beautifully tiled Victorian station in Crystal Palace, and it's closed a lot to the public and only open now and again. So that's on my list of places to go to. Yeah, there's some amazing places in Croydon, let alone London, to go to that be looking forward to going to when more of them are open again, which is cool. I'm gonna today risk the post office. I've got some stuff to send back, and I don't really want to go to the post office, but I shall risk the post office. I shall enlist one of the children to risk the post office with me. It's nice that the weather's nice today, though I haven't sat out in the garden much. I've been parcelling up parcels, I guess. And I hope that you're doing all okay. I know for lots of us it's very... I think I say this every day, it's like a roller coaster at the moment, isn't it? I think I've been trying to think of things that I want to do in the future but not timetable them in, obviously, because we can't, but just have them in the back of my mind as something that is a possibility, because I think it's important to think about possibilities right now. Okay, I think it's going to be a short one today. Yeah, because I do want to get on, and I don't have much else to say today, although I do have things to say, but yeah, always. Anyway, you take care of yourselves. It's time. It's a short one. And I shall see you tomorrow for part, whatever it's going to be. What is it today? Oh, part 29 tomorrow. Wow. All right. See you later, guys. Have a good day.